Next up is Sarah Hanlon. She's a free-spirited employee from Toronto and self-proclaimed grown-up version of Lisa Simpson. So let's meet Sarah.
My future wife.
Are we calling it already?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Sometimes you know.
My name is Sarah Hanlon.
Text me.
I am 27 years old. I was born in Brampton, Ontario. And I am an employee. A employee is like an employee, but there is cannabis involved. So it's almost like a bartender, but for bartender. I applied for Big Brother Canada.
What?
I'm a super fan, and I was getting sick of yelling at the TV, telling them what to do, so I thought I'd do it. Oh, I know I can do it better than others that I can play. Just because I've studied them, I've watched their craft, and I'm prepared. The biggest mistake people make going into the house is discounting people or judging them right off the bat, and kind of
Yes.
everybody can always be used, and everybody is capable of, and I know I'll be judged, and I want to be judged. Judge me. Think I'm an idiot, that's okay. That's what I think. The first impression I give
She's
off is really carefree.
I love her.
Lackadaisical, maybe party girl, but that's definitely not me. Oh, I'm gonna miss my partner Scott and our dogs, Annie Hall and Sally Butt. That's what we end up calling her all the time. I get along with everybody, and that is really my greatest talent. I can make it work with everybody, but I would rather not make it work with people who are know-it-all and bossy type people. I think I'm a witch because I feel
Sabrina!
And so I think we're all witches and wizards, or however you would like to say that, but I'm just tapped into. Oh yes, I'm definitely a good witch. I use my positive energy vibes for good. I don't want to go in being scared to win head of household, so I'm going to try to win every single one I can. I understand it makes you a target, but being a target, you can always work around that, and I don't want to be scared. That's one way I don't want to be. I love them. I won in Canada, and then I hope you won there too.
I couldn't hear anything that said, so I just got a text message saying that Sarah sells weed for a living and calls herself a bud tender. Did they say that?
Yes.
She said she's like a bartender.
Bum dealer?
Yes.
Does casting know this?
I'm pretty sure that
They do now.
it's at a location downtown Toronto. Okay,
Works at like a dispensary or something.
yeah, with Sarah, I feel like she is if Nick, Nicole, and Christine all built. That is who.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys.
First note I took.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Sarah, stop stealing Peter's notes.
I completely agree.
What a loser.
Looks-wise or game-wise, Sarah?
Looks-wise, game-wise, she's Arlie, but Christine was actually pretty good game-wise. It just didn't work out for her, but she was smart. Looks like Christine, kind of.
Now we're judging people's looks as well. We're throwing that in there, aren't we, guys?
Well, obviously.
Honestly,
I'm getting. Okay, I'll bring it up at another time.
Go ahead, Arlie. What are you gonna say,
okay.
Arlie?
Well, first of all, what you're saying about Christine, I just feel like people who, any girl who walks into a guy's alliance and doesn't see it, it's their fault. Just like, I love Christine, obviously, but that's like, that happens in Big Brother all the time. And if you don't, like, she kind of knew and still did it. So, but whatever, we're not talking about Christine. I love Sarah. I think she's freaking perfect. I think she's going to play a killer game. And I like the idea of her not being afraid to win. Some people can pull it off. That's not even a bad strategy, like, if you do it right. And she sounded like she knew, like, okay, it's going to make her a target, but you can work around it, and you really can use that to your advantage and mold the house sometimes. So she seems good.
I feel like she seems like a cool chick, like someone I'd want to hang out with outside of the house for sure.
Definitely.
Hundo.
I agree. One of the things that I really liked that she said was that, you know, obviously she knows everyone's going to be prejudging. You know, you do judge a book by its cover. You look around. However,
Hot.
you suggested something that was really interesting to me is that you can look around and if you can see how everyone has a certain function in the house, like you can see, oh, maybe he's the old guy, that's the young and experienced one, that's the flirt, that's the mom, well, whatever it is, that's the big job. If you can look and identify what each person's function in the house is as it pertains to you, then you're really setting yourself up for a really beneficial run, because then you can look and see, maybe this person's going to pair up with this person, and that would make sense. If you can see what would make sense for other people, it's probably going to make sense for you. She says she's a super fan, so she's going to be familiar with hopefully how people failed in the past. Hopefully she's prepared herself for certain scenarios. Obviously, you can never really know what's going to happen in there, but if you can recognize, like, oh, this kind of worked for this person, maybe, like, it could work for me, or it's not going to work for them. Whatever it is, I don't know. So I actually really, really like her, and I kind of didn't expect to. She's definitely social. Arlie, though, she did her partner Scott. I don't know what the phrasing of that is. I'd like to get back to the people that helped me along the way, like my partner Scott. I don't know why she would say boyfriend.
Because saying boyfriend is very juvenile.
Oh, so she has a boyfriend?
Yeah, her partner Scott.
Partner Scott.
I didn't hear anything. Oh, so sorry, Arlie.
Business partner. No?
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you, Arlie. I'm trying.
But that's why would you
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Rochelle had a boy, and anyway, so no, but anyway, so anyone else, anything on Sarah? Like, could she be a preseason pick for people?
I mean, I kind of like her. She reminds me of Arlie Brain's wife.
I like her.
Her name is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's kind of fun. Like, the fact that she works at a hemp place, like, I like that. She's kind of chill, very cool. I actually really like this one.
Are you mad that you're not the only Sarah anymore?
No, because I like her. If I
Right.
Like replaced.
if I looked at it and I was like, oh, I hate her, then that would be annoying. But because I like her and I think she actually could do well, I kind of like
Were
that.
we just talking about her winning?
Well, potentially, everyone's trying to win, John.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You're an
Well,
idiot that you're asking that, John.
I'm asking, were you guys just talking about her, like you guys thinking she was going to win? Is what I was
I
asking.
was saying, could she be considered, like, a pre-game favorite for let's say Final Five type thing? Like, I think this girl's got a shot.
I do.
She could go deep.
Already in my top 3, and I've only seen 3 house guests.
Well,
And out of the 16 or 15, out of the 16 or 15, she's in my top 3.
I pick her like top 5 maybe, but I don't think I'd pick her to win.
well, remains to be seen. We'll see if Sarah can live up to the small amount of hype that we've given her at this point.
We're her hype girls.
Yeah.
Who's her favorite player?
All right.